Every single year, I always just ask myself, what's the greatest way that I can contribute to Northwestern? What's the greatest way that I can really make a difference?
Well, it'll be the kind of the best way, the best opportunity for me to continue to improve Northwestern and continue to improve the quality of life for students at Northwestern. So ASG president was kind of the logical next step for that.
Year by year, the ASG, presidential candidates are kind of picked for that position. It's kind of handed down instead of, I guess, what the students really, I guess, exactly see.
The biggest thing is understanding what the Northwestern administration or the administrators are looking for. And continuity is important because if there's a certain lobbying way that has worked in the past, you want to keep that going. Or if there's certain initiatives, like for example a new student center initiative, that started basically 2 years ago under Neil Sells Griffin's administration, really taken forward by Mike McGee's administration. And that kind of thing is very, very, very important to keep on continuing.
My favorite memory is probably just working with all the amazing people I got to work with, the people who stayed up with me, till 5 in the morning and then would get up 2 hours later to go chalk at 7 in the morning.
We just finished up the interview, had no time to eat, ran to Taco Bell, came back to another interview, went to another debate, and it was just kind of nonstop, I guess. So you can say that about every single day.
You're up in the morning, I would say about 6 a.m. You didn't sleep at all, pretty much, and you begin campaigning right away. And for me, the reason why it was so memorable is because of the fact that I shook hands with a lot of students. I met a lot of students.
There are just some people that I guess really don't understand, why they should really vote. And so most of the time it's kind of convincing them why they should vote instead of saying, why should you vote for me. So that kind of makes the job hard.
We were just running around campus. I probably went to 10 different dorms in 2 hours and just flying through there. And that was just really fun because it was very exciting. We were going from north to south campus and going from floor to floor. Meeting students.
Like Alessio told me when we were door knocking, I was on the other side. And I think we were in Bob or something, and just he was on the other side from me. And he came over and was like, dude, I got the door slammed on me. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, oh yeah, I was talking to them about the election, and I kind of was more talking about why they should vote. And, basically they're like, oh, okay, and kind of nudged the door on me. And I was like, wow.
When, issues like if you're ever running against an opponent, and there's certain things that the other side says that aren't true, but you can't spend the whole time trying to refute that, even though it's really annoying, and you feel like you're powerless in a sense.
Obviously, there's certain hitches. Certain campaigns do one thing. Our campaign may have done another thing. These kind of accusations fly, both directions. That's not something you're going to be able to change. That's not a systematic change, right? That's something that just happens.
I don't know if they're typical of elections. It's just that when something happens, it's blown up to be something that's really big. For some reason, I got the idea. It's once I got the phone call, if I won or whatever, I'd play like I lost, and then psych the campaign team out. So it worked really well when I did it when I was a sophomore running for academic vice president. It worked this time. Let me try it again. And so Claire, was involved with those campaigns or whatever. So I guess that's where she got the idea from.
All of a sudden, when she turned around and faked us out, I definitely just kind of jumped in the air for a bit because I definitely bought into that. I'm not gonna lie, I did.